Hello. Hey, so I wanted to share with you an experience I had a couple of weeks ago, well, a week ago, and what it was that the Iowa State Fair was on last week, and started, I don't know, starts on a Thursday and runs through the whole next week and finishes on that Sunday. So it's like 10, 12 days long. And I had decided to volunteer at an Iowa Farmers Association. It was one of the associations for farmers here in Iowa. It's a national organization, and so I volunteered because I wanted to learn more about the people that I'm surrounded by. I'm here in the Midwest, and so I volunteered. And one morning, the lady that I was sharing the booth with asked if I would go get a cup of coffee for her, and I love coffee, so I was going to go get some for myself too. And it took me a while to find. It seemed like there was only one coffee vendor that I could find. And so I'm standing in line, and it's early morning. Early meaning 9 o'clock or something like that. And all of a sudden I hear something that sounds like children singing, and it turns out that it wasn't that they were singing. It was kids that were being broadcast over. You could see it on a big TV that was there. But anyway, they were saying the Pledge of Allegiance. And I've been wondering to myself what it is about Iowans that I really like. I've been trying to put my finger on it for so long, and in a deep way, not just superficial, so to speak. And so this morning I hear this singing. It turns out they're saying they're saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and there's thousands of people walking around, and they stop when they hear this. It's almost like the Matrix, where people just freeze. It was the most powerful thing. Some people had their hand over their hearts, they folded their hands in front of them, but they all stopped. Even the vendors stopped what they were doing. And at the end of the Pledge of Allegiance, everyone clapped. And I was like, that's why I love Iowans. Is that they are so close to what I perceive as important about being united, about in God. There's that portion of the Pledge of Allegiance, and they're the people that I grew up with, meaning people that were very neighborly. And there's a thing here in Iowa, they call it the Iowa wave. You'd be driving down the road and people are waving, and I think that is so wonderful. But anyway, I knew that I was in the right place. I have gone through a process. Called the blueprint process, and it was really about discovering what was really important to me. I mean, I know on a superficial level, I know what's important to me, but I really wanted to know the gifts that I had been given from God, the divine. And so I went through this process. So that morning, the way that I felt about that, it was so powerful. I was like, I'm in the right place. I'm doing the right stuff. And it was the most moving experience. So Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, in that when you know your blueprint, you know exactly where you should be in following that we all have a blueprint. We're all given gifts by the divine when we are born into this earth, into this universe. And just listening and trusting to our own intuition, our own divine intuition. We are so connected to that, but sometimes it's difficult to hear. And so when I had first thought about signing up for this, I'm like, why do I want to do this? Part of it was that I really wanted to learn more about a farmer's life, what it's really like. And I know I'm just scratching the surface, because you have to, I imagine, live it just like everything else. You have to live it to really know. And I'm never going to do that probably, but I'm surrounded by it, and I just want to know. So listening and trusting your own intuition and feeling that sense of passion about something, I think, is so powerful. What does this have to do with financial? Really, it doesn't have a lot to do with it. It's tied to it, but our divine connection and intuition tells us which directions we should move in. And if you know that blueprint, really know it, you make the right decisions and move in the right direction. So, anyway, if there are any questions that you have about the blueprint, about financial, about life insurance, please do reach out to me. My contact information is in the video on my YouTube page. You can find any video you can go to, and you'll see my phone number, email, all that stuff to get in touch. So have a great day, and I will catch you next time.